What's going on, y'all? In today's video I'm going to be showing the controller buttons and settings I'm using to climb to Diamond in this act using only an Xbox One controller. Specifically, I'm going to show you how to set up ReWASD, my controller buttons for it, my in-game settings, and how to set up GamePadViewer. This video will cover everything you need to get set up and start fragging in Valorant with the controller. Alright, so first up we're going to go install ReWASD. So here you can see the controllers they currently support. Here you can choose between a 14-day free trial or a lifetime license for $6. Obviously, I recommend the 14-day free trial first to see if you like it or not. So clicking on that will give us an exe file to run right here. Alright, so once you guys rebooted your PC, open it up and you should be on a home page like this. Make sure guys the controller is connected to your PC at this point, either through wired or wireless connection. Once that's all set up, go to the top right, and if you have a PlayStation controller, make sure you press the PS4 remote play. If you guys have an Xbox controller, switch to Xbox 360. Once you've selected the controller you have, you want to go over to this gamepad option right here. And from here, this is where all the magic happens and you select all the controller buttons you want. So most of my controller buttons here will be different than your guys's because my Valorant keybinds are a little different, but the purpose of each button will be explained right here. So going to the Y button, when I press this button once, it uses my F key, which is for picking up guns and using zip lines. This other option here is for if you press the button twice. So for the Y button, I plant the bomb when I press Y twice and hold it down. Single press for B is my crouch, which is space in Valorant. I don't have a double press for this key. Single A is my jump, which is scroll wheel up. Single X is my reload, which is R. Double X is my drop item, which is G. For the right stick, clicking down one time will ADS. And of course, the direction of the thumbstick should correspond to the mouse direction. Moving over to the D-pad, single press up is the Q ability, single press right is the E ability, single press down is the C ability, and single press left is the X ability or the ultimate. Single press on the left stick will result in the voice chat, which is mouse button 1 for me. And of course, the thumbstick movement should correspond to WASD. Single press left bumper is the primary weapon, which is mouse button 2 for me. Single press right bumper is the secondary weapon. Double press right bumper is the melee weapon. Single press start button is the map. Double press start button is the spray. Single press back button is the scoreboard. And double press back button is the inspect weapon. Single press middle button is the party chat. And double press middle button is the buy menu. Switching over to the back side, right trigger is to shoot and left trigger is to walk. Just to clarify, your controller mapping won't be the same exact as mine. In Valorant, for me to crouch, it's the space button. So for you, it might be control or whatever keybind you use for crouch. So after all the bindings are set, make sure you press the supply button right here. Make sure that says that remap is on and your controller should be ready to go. Heading over in game, you should see that controller works just fine. Now for my sensitivity, I use a 1 sensitivity and a 4 scope sensitivity. The motivation behind the scope sensitivity is if I want to look around very quickly or flick behind me, I can just ADS and bam, I'm there. Alright, last thing, we're just going to show how to set up GamePadViewer for your guys' streams. Head over to GamePadViewer.com, and here you just want to press any button on your controller for the website to detect it. Go up here and select player 1, select the controller you'd like to display, ensure that the controller moves and responds as you press buttons on your controller. Finally, go over to this tab and go to generate URL, select the skin that you chose, and copy this link right here. Now you want to go over to Streamlabs and add a new source, select a browser source, add a new source right here, let's call it controller, and then finally you just want to insert the URL right here and click done. Now you should see a silhouette of a controller, place it anywhere you'd like for the controller to be displayed, and then now you just press any button on your controller and voila, there you are. Now you can show this to anybody who doesn't think you can play Valorant on a controller. That's pretty much it for this quick tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy playing on controller as much as I do. If you guys haven't checked out my Controller to Diamond series yet, I suggest you check it out right there. If you have any other questions, make sure you leave them down in the comment section below. I got a ton of content planned for you guys, so stay tuned, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Yes, out of eyes trying to put me on a t-shirt. Shorty want me so bad, do your knees hurt? Yeah, I'm counting paper guap in my beamer, yeah.